Imagine this, you join your first company, first day, first task, and your manager sends you this Excel file. Very limited number of entries over here in the left hand side. Okay, suppose those rows are thousands, formulas everywhere, numbers, reports, and suddenly you get panic. But don't worry, in this course, I'll teach you everything from scratch. And by the end, you will be able to do this. Okay, so everyone, welcome to Discover Talent. This is a complete Excel plus Microsoft Copilot course for beginners, freshers, students, and working professionals. Now, let me show you something. Suppose your company gives you a salary data like this. Okay, on the screen, you can see it over here. Normally, people calculate totals manually. Okay, like this. What I will do first, I have this data available over here. I will type this name over here first. I will add this as a employee ID. In the next cell, I will simply go name, okay, department, salary, and bonus like this. Okay, and that's how I have separated this into this particular columns over here, and it's a manual task for me. Total function over here, which is your sum, right? And let's say sum we apply over here, sum. Okay, and we try to get this sum over here and hit a enter button. We are getting the zero value over here. Why? Because the whatever values are here, this is inside the one particular cell. Okay, and that's how Excel is didn't understand exactly what's happening in the cell over here. Okay, which particular value we are referring through this sum function. Okay, and that's what the confusion increases. Cool. And since we are talking about it's a very complete beginner story. Okay, so let me just open up the Excel over here, start and click on this option called Excel. The moment you open the Excel, and that's how the options will look like for you. Okay, home section over here. These are the recent favorites and shared with me sections over here. Okay, and if I click on this option called blank workbook, I'll open that blank workbook. Okay, the before I open that blank workbook, I'll simply click on this option more templates over here. Now that you have seen multiple times or maybe heard, right, in the HR department, in your PMO departments, okay, manager site, maybe monthly site for the financials, right? These kind of templates we can see it over here, and these are pretty much freely available inside the Microsoft environment, and that's how you can simply use it your own convenience. You can do it. Sometimes there is a limitations, with specific cells, with specific rows and columns only you can keep it. So that's how where real power comes in. If you have the skill of Excel to use it in terms of your formulas, learning the cells, column, okay, then you can create your custom template inside the Excel. Okay, you don't have to pay any kind of an extra charges there. You can use the Excel, you can use your own requirement and the power of Copilot, which is this, right? And we have already created a 8-hour series. If in case you have already missed that, how to navigate with the screen, we have already covered that particular part. You can see it on the screen. You can just take the reference and you can just watch that video. 7 hours video we have covered. We have covered 8 hours video. We have also covered 6 hours video. Okay, if in case you have missed that, just simply go there and watch it out. Cool. So I'll just simply close this here. Now imagine your manager says, can you show this in graph? Okay, in one click your boring numbers become a professional reports. Okay, so that's how we gonna work it over here, and now the things become even more powerful. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'll just take the help of Copilot. Okay, so simply I'll click on this option. Okay, and I'll say first I'll take the reference of this. Okay, this is the sheet number. Copy this. Let's go here and type, please work on this, which is sheet. Okay, and here I have this kind of a data. So sometimes if you have the redundant data, okay, the duplicate data, always clean that which is not really required. So simply delete it which is not really required. The ask from boss was very simple. Okay, create a graph for me. Okay, so simply add that the ask over here, create a graph and analysis of the employee. Simple English I have typed over here. We will not call this as a prompt, but yeah, if in case you want to do a prompt training from Discover Talent, please drop your comment in the below section. We can do the prompt engineering as well for you, okay, in the next video tutorial. Cool. So right now our focus is to make sure that you will be utilizing Copilot inside the Excel more frequently. Cool. And that's how I have simply typed this requirement over here. And the moment it's done, what I'm going to do, I'll just simply select this and hit a enter button over here. Now the moment we click on that option here, there are two options over here. Okay, this file is unsaved changes, consider saving the file before continuing. So there are two options has been reflected over here. Number one is save, another is continue without saving. Okay, so best practice is that always save your workbook while you are working in the Excel environment, okay, because when it's gone, you can't recover that again. Okay, so whatever work you have did in the Excel, it will not basically not get recovered. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'll just simply click on this save option and let's say practice file, okay, and hit a enter button over here. The moment I said save, it will take some time to save it on OneDrive. Okay, in your case that location can be different, but always keep the OneDrive. Okay, so your Copilot can work, and the moment it's done, you will see this result is getting reflected over here inside the Copilot. Okay, it will take some time to load. The moment it's done, what I'm going to do is over here, copy again, paste it. Let's do next. So it's saying that Copilot is reading the data basically, right? Proper analysis. And I can see the overall cleanliness has been done over here. Okay, so if we do it manually, it's a time consuming task. Here I can see with the help of Copilot, it's easily done, right? And since we have asked a couple of charts there, and this is the analysis basically, and now I'm gonna check the chart over here, which we have requested earlier, right? So let's see what is the chart is gonna prepared for us. Cool. And boom, I see employee salary and bonus analysis over here. Cool. And it's verifying the details over here because step one, step two, step three, okay, it's gonna be work over here like this. And I can see the result over here. Cool. Great. And the things are done. It will give you the overall glance what is the steps has been done over here and simply done. Cool. Now I'll quickly give you the overall glance what exactly has been done. Okay, so before what happened, okay, so if in case we are doing this manually, okay, we have to split that text into a different column like this. Okay, and once we do it, we have to again go here and apply the pivot tables. Okay, once we do the pivot table, we have to again get those kind of what our manager is looking out for, right? Now the current manager's requirement is that they need the chart from the this particular details. Okay, right now we have added the two more things over here, giving them a insights as well as the charts over here. Okay, perfect. And that's how we can see the analysis over here. Okay, if in case we want to change this chart, okay, we can just go here at the top, change the chart type, and if in case we want to switch chart between like this, okay, we can simply switch it. And here I'm keeping this as 100% stack and hit a enter button over here, and I can see this chart available over here. And if in case I want to add the data labels over here, I can simply turn on the data labels as well. And that's how the power of Copilot when we use it in the Excel. Cool. In the next section, we're gonna cover the student mark sheet over here.